Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I am back for another video discussing Naughty Dog. So my friends, we have gotten some new information in regards to Naughty Dog's next installment. As we know, Naughty Dog is working on multiple new single-player projects. I expect them to be two different things. The Last of Us Part 3 and a brand new IP. Potentially we'll be getting a PC port of Part 2 and maybe some other remasters / remakes. Not sure on that front, but I'm pretty certain that is what we have on table. Naughty Dog, out of all the PlayStation studios, the major ones, has been probably the most quiet. As we know, recently Sucker Punch, which was one that was synonymously quiet the last 3 to 4 years, announced Ghost of Yotai, which is coming out next year. Naughty Dog, on the other hand, remakes, remasters, PC ports, nothing new. I continue to read that in every video. We are still waiting for them to finally show us their PS5 greatness, because what a console to have such a lack of games as the PlayStation 5 has been. So, in today's video, I'll be discussing a credible source that has discussed some potential details on Naughty Dog's next project. So if you guys do enjoy this video, drop a like and subscribe if you are new. About the near 35% of people are subscribed by hitting that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Have it set to all to join over the 100,000 people that have all notifications on for the channel. We can go for 1,500 likes on this video. I greatly would appreciate it. And be sure to check the playlist and follow my social media down below to stay connected with us and any Naughty Dog coverage / news. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get straight into it.
Jacob, did I tell you a little juicy tidbit about Naughty Dog's next game?
No.
I learned about this.
Thing, right?
I think Jacob's made it clear that he does not care about
No,
Naughty Dog.
I want to know.
So you tell us, but don't tell Jacob.
Yeah, Mr. scoffing at Naughty Dog a mere minutes ago. I heard from somebody very in the know who worked on the game that they're like, Jesus Christ. The tone was like, you are all not ready for how amazing this thing is going to be. And the tone was, I'm not going to say the game that they referenced to compare it to, because I don't want people to be like, MinnMax said it was going to be exactly like this. But they compared it to a game with a lot...
You're in the CMS already, Ben. It's too late.
Right. But they compared it to a game with a lot of player freedom. Of like, did you like that game? And I said, yes. And I said, well, there you go. It's going to be good.
Now, as I always want to state, this is not set in stone. It's a rumor, but this is a pretty credible source. Now, who is this that said that exact line there? He goes by the name of Ben Hanson. He works at MinnMax. He's the founder. And what he basically stated, I heard from someone very in the know who worked on the game that they're like, Jesus Christ. The tone was like, you all are not ready for how amazing this thing is going to be. The tone was, I'm not going to say the name of the game they compared it to, but they compared it to a game with a lot of player freedom. Now, the first game what people are going to think of when they say a player freedom, because again, Neil Druckmann has kind of hinted this, he was very inspired by a certain game called Elden Ring. Now, I haven't played it the most, but I know, I'm well aware of its greatness and how good Elden Ring is. So, they are really trying to break, you know, the linear type storytelling that, you know, the Last of Us games have given them. You know, they want to do more open world. As we know, Part 2 kind of had a segment in itself in Seattle where you were able to have that player freedom and player choice where you could go and explore. But again, that was one of the only really main parts of the game. But I think they're really trying to expand it now with this next game, which again, I do believe this next game is going to be brand new IP. And again, I follow Naughty Dog pretty religiously. I will say that, you guys know that. This is definitely a game that I feel has the potential to, well, be better than The Last of Us. I don't know. But everything I've heard about this game is that it's going to blow people's minds away. Again, I even had Naughty Dog ex-developers on my Twitter respond to some of my tweets and say that they can't break NDA because of how freaking amazing this game might be. And again, I'm not saying that, again, maybe the game won't be as good, but again, of course they're going to say the game's amazing, but every time Naughty Dog has been doubted, and when they drop something new, it tends to set a new bar in the medium of gaming. Let's just be honest, Part 2 was that. Part 2 is still, to this day, one of the best looking games in the last 5 years. It's 4 years old, and the game looks phenomenal still to this day. Uncharted 4 still looks phenomenal 8 years later.
Yeah, these days it's even, you know, working on this new game, and it's really ambitious. It's parts of it are really hard, but I've really kind of surrendered to knowing it's going to be really hard, knowing it's going to like stress members of the team out and like, how do I make this a joyous experience for myself and everybody else on the team? And there's moments where like, we talked about Kurt, who's one of the game directors on Last of Us.
Kurt. He's the
Shout out Kurt Marganow, one of the game directors on Last of Us 2. He was the game director on Lost Legacy, Uncharted, did a phenomenal job. And he recently did something on this new game and really stepped up and like gave this like passion pitch. And I was so proud. And just seeing like other people rise to the occasion and surprising me in these really beautiful ways. These days I get a lot of joy out of that and helping mentor people and seeing them like express themselves through art.
And Neil Druckmann in that article, which I've referenced in past videos, saying that this game is very difficult to make. And this kind of supports what we've been hearing in a lot of these, articles and like tidbits of news or rumors we've gotten, that this is a very, very complicated game that is going to probably set a new bar. I wouldn't even have to say the word probably. It is going to set a new bar for games. The fact that this might go toe-to-toe with GTA 6 next year, I mean, there's still a probability this game could get announced by the end of the year or early next year and come out next year. It's not out of the question. We don't know how far along this game is, and again, it could still come out near the end of the PS5 gen. I'm not sure, but realistically, a 2025, 2026 release is not out of the question. I don't think this game is so far away from being finished. I don't think it's way out of the question. And again, last year, Neil Druckmann said something along the lines, I'm mostly recently intrigued by stuff like Elden Ring and Inside. They don't rely much on traditional narrative to tell a story. I think some of the best storytelling in The Last of Us, yes, a lot of it is in cinematics, but a lot of it is in gameplay, moving around a space and understanding the history of a space by just looking and examining it. So, I've told you that this is likely what they're going to be shaping up for, and especially for a Part 3. If this game is a new IP, I think they're going to take a lot of it, especially if it's received well. I think The Last of Us 3 is definitely going to be the most open world explorative Last of Us game by far. Won't even be close. I think that's where Naughty Dog's starting to go. They don't want to just become a linear game studio anymore. They want to expand that. They want to be different. And I respect that a lot. All right, my friends, that is it for now. It seems like Naughty Dog is cooking up something, again, that might just be a masterpiece, like always. But let me know what you guys think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. Want to see more content in regards to The Last of Us. I might be making a video soon on the rumored Part 2 PC ports, so stay tuned for that. That's been long overdue, so keep your eyes in the loop for that. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Go for 1,500 likes on this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace and love, and have a great day. Bye-bye!